Hi, I'm Karen, and if you have arrived on this page, you've probably been given this link by someone who knows about my work and knows you and thinks that this might be helpful for you, and I really hope it is. I have put these materials together for those who are, what should we call it, fighting the good fight and trying to navigate these incredibly challenging times. And one of the things that I'm finding for a lot of people is really challenging is managing their own energy, body and their emotional self. We are constantly bombarded right now by the collective energy, by the people around us in all sorts of different states of stress, fear, anger, grief and so on. We are also then trying to process our own versions of those. We have all of the media / social media energy, the what we might be watching, reading, listening to, and even when we're being discerning about that, you know, there is so much going on in the world right now, sometimes that is all pretty intense. And so what's happening for quite a few people is that they're getting quite overloaded and overburdened by energy that they are essentially accumulating without really meaning to, and then finding themselves in a kind of soup of energies and heaviness and all sorts of kind of stuckness. And so these tools are to help you release all of that now and on a daily basis, to really be able to come back into your own energy, to have some equilibrium, and to be able to keep coming back to that and ideally stay in it as much as possible and as often as possible. So these are tools that I was lucky enough to have come across prior to the pandemic and all that goes with it. And now, of course, they are needed more than ever before. And it is my real pleasure and privilege to share them with other people. So I encourage you to access these tools for yourself, and then share this link with anybody you know who needs something similar. So what we're essentially doing here is I'm going to share with you what I call energy management practices, basically two very simple practices to do every day, and one is about clearing the energy field or energy fields and body, and the other is about then bringing protection in to preserve your equilibrium and being in your own energy. So without getting into it in too much detail, you're probably familiar with this idea that we have an energy body. It has a whole lot of layers to it, but the nutshell is that it is surrounding the whole body, but also the body is within that energy field. So the physical body is simply the most dense matter, dense frequency of the whole energy field. So we can see and touch the physical body, we can't see and touch the energy layers of the energy body, although some people can in fact feel those. The fact that we can't see it doesn't mean it's not there, of course, because it's interesting to me that people often say they feel very physically lighter when they clear the energy field, and somebody told me that just yesterday when I took her through the process. So, you know, it can have a weight, it can have a temperature, all sorts of sensations that are just part of that energy that kind of gets accumulated and stuck and can leave us feeling very heavy and not ourselves, and less able to cope, less able to come out of anxiety or whatever we might be feeling. So at the very least, clearing any energy that is not your energy helps you to then be clearer about what's yours and then what you want to do with it. So I just ask that you put your email address in to get access to the tools, and as I say, share this tool, share the link with anybody you know who might need these tools as well. And what I've included, you'll get instant access to the downloads and a video guiding you through the two practices. And I've also included some other tools that may be relevant for you if you've got a lot of stuff going on with your nervous system, which a lot of us do right now, and I explain a little bit more about that in that section. So dive in, take good care of yourself, and I hope this is really helpful for you.